Hey guys, I'm going to be potting up some seedlings today, so I wanted to take the opportunity to show you um, some of the tools I've been using for this and what I'm using going forward to make it easier and a little more efficient and more success rate for my seedlings. So I'm going to be potting up a variety of different plants today. Uh, Mostly the tomatoes are the ones that are doing pretty well. I believe this is a cucumber here that it's been in here for way too long. There's a few brassicas that are a bit past their season, so they may not do much, but I'm going to be potting them up and see what happens. I have some herbs and flowers interspersed in here, and so first I'll show you I'm using these 6 cells from Epic Gardening for starting most of the seeds, and I'm going to be potting up from these 6 cells into the 4 cells that they recently released. They have a 3-inch height version and a 4-inch height version. This right here is a 4-inch height. And some seeds you may want to start in the 4 cell to begin with, like maybe a tomato. I did not do that in this case because I had so many seeds. But you can see like this one is massive. And so it's going to do pretty well getting potted up. Or I could just plant this one straight out. But I'll decide when I get to that point on this one in particular. But I want to show you some that I've already done. And again, this is some brassicas. And they may not, it's gotten really warm. We're going from spring into summer, so it's a bit past the time when these will really shine. And they may immediately go to seed here pretty soon. I had some seedlings that were petering out and going to seed. And it was really strange to see. But I really like these 4 cells because they have standardized some of my seed starting and potting up. As I mentioned, what I was previously doing is potting up from these 6 cells to something like this, and it's a little bit bigger and it's more to deal with and more to manage. So it's really nice to have these 4 cells because they fit in the same trays, whereas like these I have to like kind of fiddle with to get them to fit in a tray like this. And it's a bit bigger, so it's a lot more space to put like these little plugs into. So I really like this kind of middle option with the 4 cell. And if I were to want to pot these up again after they've outgrown the 4 cell, then I might use these little pots. But I think for the most part these are a pretty good plug to pull out and then pop straight into the garden. So I really like it for that purpose. And it's so much more standardized and easier to understand at a glance, whereas my old system here with all of these bigger pots took up too much space and again was too much to manage. So I really appreciate having these tools available to me. And I've previously done a video about these trays and these 6 cells, and I'll link that in the description. But in case you haven't seen these around in the gardening community, they are made by, let's see, Modern Grower and sold by Epic Gardening, and they're just really nice trays that are, or sorry, these cells are really nice because, so what you have here, they have these slats on the side, and those are meant to allow more air to the roots. So when the roots come out to the edge here, they're going to essentially die back, and what you'll have is a more healthy root structure when you go to pull this out and plant it in the garden. It's not going to circle around the edges of the pot and create more shock for the plant when you pull it out. And similarly on the bottom, it's got these root pruning holes. And then let me pull out the 6-cell. So you got the slats here, and then it's got this hole in the bottom that's easy to kind of poke your finger through and pop out the plug when it's ready. And then this one has an additional like kind of height to it, so that it's not sitting in water as much when it's in the tray. So I appreciate that little design element as well. So yeah, just thought you guys would think those are interesting. These are quite an investment, I would say. I went big and got the largest size order you can get. Like they sell the largest amount, rather. They sell these 64 trays, and I went big and got 64 trays. So these, the 6 and the 4-cell, were a very good investment for me, because I've already started to see results, because I have struggled with seed starting and keeping them alive. I think I've run into a lot of issues that this design kind of helps alleviate. So, and these are going to last you a lifetime. Like, I can take this, drop it, stand on it. It's not going to break. So, they're kind of like big Lego pieces. Not worried about breaking them. So I'll add links to these in the description, because the last time I did a video like this, I definitely got a lot of questions about where to get them. So check out the description and see if these are going to be a good option for you.